Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It has been some time since you guys have seen me. I think it's been at least over a month now, and I have been meaning to sit down and record a video for a long time. I've had so many ideas of what I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to really review the horse ranch pack that we got, and I wanted to do this speed build video that I'm sitting down and doing today. And I had so many other ideas that I wanted to do, but I am finally sitting down and I'm finally recording another video for you guys. And I'm really excited because this is going to be a speed build of a horse ranch starter home that I literally built like so long ago, but I am like the biggest procrastinator and it has taken me forever to do this, but I'm finally sitting down and doing it and I'm really excited, and I hope that you guys enjoy this fun little speed build video. So with this house, I had a lot of fun building it. Like I said, I have really enjoyed the horse ranch pack that has recently come out this year. It has been so much fun, and I think because I never did a review of this pack, I would love to do one now while we sit here and watch this speed build of this horse ranch starter home that I built. So I actually generally did not think I was going to like this pack as much as I did. I honestly did not think it was going to really appeal to me. I understood that a lot of people wanted horses in the game, and a lot of people also were a little upset that it didn't come with a cottage living pack, which I totally get. I understand completely. But I have to say, I've really liked this pack. I think the build and buy is amazing. I think the cast is also equally amazing, and I just love the gameplay as well. I've also loved the culture that they've added into this pack as well. I think it's fantastic to have more representation, and this pack has easily become, like I said, one of my favorites. The build and buy is really nice. We have a lot more rustic items that we really didn't have before, and it's so fun. And the gameplay with being able to have a horse in the game and to be able to have them a part of your family, and they can have foals and you can also have many goats and sheep. I just think it's so fun, and I love that a lot of the generations of the family can interact with the animals. I just think it's so adorable. So I really actually do like this pack. I think it's a lot of fun. Like I've been saying, I've been really enjoying it more than I thought I would. So if you're looking for a game that has like this Western feel and has horses, I think that you guys would generally love this pack. It's a lot of fun. And I also love the lore that comes in with this pack, because if you guys didn't know, apparently Agnes Crumplebottom had like a husband some years ago, and he's technically in this pack, and it's very fun to see the lore that comes into all of these packs that The Sims come out with. So I generally really like this. I think I would give it like an 8 out of 10. I think there are a few things that they could have added. Like I would have loved to see a little bit more interaction with toddlers for this pack. I feel like toddlers just got a little bit left out, to be honest. Like, yeah, they can interact with some of the animals, but I would love to have seen like maybe some new decor items for their bedrooms, or more things that they could interact with, like more toys that they could interact with, such as like the rocking horse. I think that would have been a great thing to add for them. But I just think that almost all the generations were thought of. I just think like maybe the younger kids could have just had a little bit more. So that's why I would give it like an 8 out of 10. But overall, like I said, I really did enjoy this pack. And I had so much fun building this home, and I love building starter homes, and I don't build them enough, but I had a great time doing this one because it brought me out of my comfort zone. I normally do not build these types of homes. If you've seen any of my Twitch streams, or you've seen any of the other builds that I've done on the gallery, it's a lot of like family homes, suburban homes. I used to build a lot of modern homes, so that's the kind of stuff that you can normally see from me. So building like an old rustic home with all of the stuff from the horse ranch pack, I honestly was, like I said, out of my comfort zone. I normally do not build like this, but I had a lot of fun. And I think that my biggest struggle with this though was the landscaping, because I never know how to landscape in a desert world. I generally do not know how, but I think I did a pretty decent job. I kind of hid some of like the lavender bushes in the back just to give it a bit of pop of color, because there is a lot of greenery that I have used, because that's normally what I would think that you would want to do, is you would add in like the cacti, and you would add in like the overgrown grass and like the green, shrubs and stuff. But I didn't know what to do to really bring in the color for the landscaping. So I thought maybe that could help. But if you guys build a lot in Desert World in The Sims, let me know down below. Give me some of your tips if you have any, because I literally was really struggling with the landscaping. But overall, I think it turned out, it was very minimal. Again, it's a starter home, so I wanted to make sure that, we stayed within the budget and everything. But I think this actually turned out really well. It's definitely a smaller home. It's a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom home, which is pretty typical for a starter home. I wish I could have fit in another bedroom, but another problem I have when it comes to building is sometimes I go a bit overboard. And what I mean by that is that I love a lot of the items that we have in the build and buy category. So I go overboard with, I want them to have the prettiest windows and this really pretty door, and I want to clutter the house like crazy. If you guys, like I've said earlier, if you guys have seen any of my builds, you will know that lately I've become a very big person that's been into clutter and everything. And I generally love making a home feel very lived in and very homey and all that kind of stuff. So not being able to overclutter this house is actually really hard. So I try to make it a smaller home because usually with a smaller home, I do less clutter. So I try to make like a really cute little cozy, you know, front living space. And I really wanted to use like the open window that you see here in the living room. I thought that was beautiful and one of my favorite items that they've added. And I just thought it would be kind of fun because, you know, in the desert world, it doesn't really get that cold all the time. So I thought, you know, if they have like an open window all the time, I think that'd be perfect. And I thought it was really fun to build this. I love how cozy it ends up looking. I love the color scheme that I went with. I used like this minty kind of greenish blue windows and doors throughout the whole house, which I normally don't use. I am usually the one that always uses the white swatch on literally everything. But I wanted to do a pop of color because, like I said, I want to step out of my comfort zone and do stuff that I normally would never do. So that is what I did for the windows. And I feel like it was a lot of fun because then it let me kind of tie in some of the furniture. Like with this bed, the swatch on the bed kind of matches the color on the windows with parts of the bedspread. So I was like, you know what? I think that's perfect. I can tie in some of the other furniture pieces and decor items into this house, into like what I've done for like the windows and doors and stuff. And everything ended up blending in really nicely and looked really good together, which I was very surprised that it worked, but it did. And I was actually pretty proud of myself. And then we move on to the kitchen here. And I again wanted to use that like open window because I never use them. And I thought this house was going to be perfect for that. And I always love having like the sink in front of the window. For some reason, I just think it is so pretty to have it that way. And I did not have room for a dining room table, so I thought maybe an island would be a little bit better. That way your Sims could still sit down and enjoy, you know, breakfast, lunch, dinner, or just hang out with family. So I did add in an island instead, which I actually think looks a lot better than a dining room table. For a small like starter home like this, I thought it fit perfectly to have like an island. And of course, like even though this is a smaller lot, there is a lot of room for your family to grow. So there's definitely a lot of room for the house and stuff to be maximized. You could definitely make it 2 floors if you wanted to and move the bedroom upstairs. So you would definitely have a little bit more room. And then here what I'm trying to do is that I wanted to really have a place for the horse as well. So part of my budget did go to this, but I made my own stable and I thought it actually turned out really well. I messed around with it a little bit to kind of get it the way I wanted it to look. But overall, I thought this turned out really cute and I think it's so adorable. I love this house. And again, I really love this pack. If you guys love horses and you love like a Western themed, you know, pack like this and all these rustic items, you definitely should get it. It's a lot of fun. I absolutely love it. And yeah, I just think this turned out really good. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that speed build video. I really enjoyed making that house. Like I said, it was a lot of fun and I definitely want to make more starter homes, especially when we have all these new packs coming out. I think it's so fun to be able to do starter homes and then that new kit or that new pack that comes out. So that way it's available for everyone to use. And I just think this house is so adorable, and I promise this time I will try to upload more frequently. If you guys would like to see more from me, I am live 4 to 5 days a week over on Twitch. I will have that link down below for you guys. We have a lot of fun. We do a lot of building for my save file. We play the Shrek Legacy. We're playing the 100 Baby Challenge. It's a lot of fun over there. I love hanging out with everyone. So I will have that link down below, as well as my other socials if you guys want to check me out on any of my other social media. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone!